Very positive feeling. We've got new management team in. We've got a great kind of panel. Everyone's working really hard, and we're really positive. We know it's not going to be an easy kind of run, but we gave it a good run last year. So hopefully this year with all the kind of training and stuff we've been doing, we started back in early January. So hopefully we'll kind of push on further and get a better result this year.
You had a couple of years of progression, I suppose, under Flan, and now you've Niall coming in this year. What's the new management regime been like?
It's been great. There's the last few years at Flan were brilliant. They were brilliant for kind of building, and this year we had trials at the start of the year, so everyone from all the clubs around the county got a great chance to kind of come in, and we're all kind of fighting for a place to get in the panel, and now there's a huge panel in there. There's great competition for places. There's great structure in training's been going really, really well. Everyone's really positive and everyone's putting in the hard work, so hopefully it'll pay off now for the league.
Jenny, I'd imagine the aims are probably roughly the same as last year: win 2 championship games, get promoted if you can.
Yeah, well, we're only really looking at the first game of the league now, and we're going to start from there and kind of build from there. So we're working on trying to get the simple things right and kind of improve our game, kind of everybody kind of playing well as a team, and kind of build from the first league game and hopefully get a win on that, and then move on after that then to Leinster.
You've had back-to-back top 4 finishes, so you know this division very well. It's a very competitive one.
Yeah, even this year, looking at the teams that are in it this year, just because we did well last year doesn't really mean anything. Getting to a final last year doesn't mean anything, because looking at the competition that's there now, we're down in the first game. Armagh, all those teams, they're going really well. Kildare are going well, so it's going to be a tough run this year. But that's what we need. We want to be playing those games. We want to be playing the top teams, and hopefully that'll stand to us then later in the year when we get into the championship. It
was heartbreaking on the day, but did you take some spirit from the performance you put in up in Longford against Mayo?
Oh, absolutely. On the day it was very hard to kind of take. Being beaten by 1 point is never easy, and especially it would have been a huge scalp to take Mayo. They're one of the best teams in the country, so to get a win there would have been brilliant, and it would have been kind of a testament to all the work we've been doing over the past few years, kind of finally paying off. But just shows we're close. We're nearly there. All the work that we have put in has kind of paid off, and we just need to keep pushing on and keep working hard, and hopefully it'll come off and we'll win by the point this time instead of lose. So.
I suppose, in fairness, the second half performance that day is probably as good as you've been since the All-Ireland in 2011, I think.
Yeah, I think we just we believe we were so close, and we really believed that we could do it. A few years ago, if we come up against Mayo, we wouldn't really have given ourselves a half a chance, and now we see ourselves as kind of equal. We can see just because we're Westmeath, we can pit ourselves amongst kind of Dublin and Mayo and all those, and hopefully then we. Because of that, we'll be able to kind of give it a better rattle, and we'll have more belief in ourselves, and we'll be able to kind of finish it through instead of just going in with our heads down and not having kind of any kind of hopes of coming through with a win. Now we can see that we're almost there, so that's it really.
I believe some of the younger players are coming into your panel to boost it out this year as well. You've had quite a big training group.
Yeah, we have. As I said, the trials this year were great because we had people from all over, all the clubs in the county really came in. We had a few trial matches, so everybody got a chance to kind of show what they can do, I suppose, and kind of fight for a place on the panel. So we've got a great group. I think we've only over 30 on the panel, so there's a great kind of atmosphere. Everyone's kind of fighting for places. Like nobody knows what the starting 15 is going to be against for the league or anything like that. Everyone's been playing in different places or different positions, so it's given everyone a fair chance, to get in there, and it's going to be great competition for the people who were there last year. Nobody's guaranteed a place, and that's the way it should be, really, I suppose.
Jenny, you've played a bit of wing back, a bit of centre half back. Is there a preference to play at 6 or on the wing?
I don't really mind. I know this is going to sound a bit cliche, but it's great to get a jersey. It's great to be playing. Everyone loves to play for the county, and I suppose with my club and with college and that, I would have played centre back a lot, but I don't really mind, to be honest, anywhere in the back line really. I'm happy enough. It would put me up near the forwards, and I don't know where the ball's going to go.
What is the feeling in the camp ahead of the league?
It's pretty positive, yeah. Everyone is really looking forward to it. Everything's been going really well in training. Everyone's putting in really hard work, and everyone's really excited. I think there's a great atmosphere around. Everyone's kind of really looking forward to it, and we're hoping we're going to give it a good rattle this year, really.
If you look ahead to the start of the league, down at home first up, how big a deal is it to have a home game as you start into this run, particularly under new management?
I think it's going to be a good thing for us because, as I said, like a lot of the games this year are against kind of teams that are far away, and we have a lot of away games. So to get the first game at home under our belt, especially not having to travel 2 or 3 hours to Down, especially for I suppose the younger players and the new players who've come in, getting on a bus for 3 or 4 hours, and it can be unsettling if you're not used to it, and then getting off to play a match. So I think it's going to give us a slight advantage, but and hopefully we'll get a lot of support there as well, which will be a help to us as well. Hopefully.
The only thing is, a few of those away trips actually built confidence for you. Waterford, you did the Harlem Shake-In.
Yeah, I know. With the bus journeys, they tend to be, they are kind of, I suppose, a chance for bonding and things like that as well. So I suppose there's pluses and kind of negatives for both. But I suppose for the first game, it is good to get a home game and get as much support behind us as we can, really.
To have Down as All-Ireland champions coming into your own den that you want to create a fortress of now, that's good for both sides, certain enough, because it gives you a test and it also gives them a good game ahead of what they hope will be a good year ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose Down are going to be a huge challenge for the first game, and it will really show us where we stand for starting off in the league and for the rest of the games. So hopefully, I suppose, as I said, just all the hard work that we've done, that will kind of show and that will pay off, and we'll give them a good rattle and hopefully come out on top. And if we don't, then we'll we'll learn from that and we'll see what we need to work on for the next game.
It really doesn't matter if you're an intermediate team or a senior team. There isn't as big a gap, certainly between teams that are relatively close to each other in terms of top intermediates and hoping to do well in senior.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with that, definitely. Like, it's only 2-3 years ago since we were intermediate, and then last year nearly taken Mayo's scalp, so there's not that much of a difference. It just goes, and then with Armagh as well, it just goes to show if you put in the hard work and if you really, really want it, then there's not that much in the difference. It just comes down to who's willing. I suppose the structure's there in the senior counties, they've been playing that level for longer, but for the other teams who are coming through, they are getting there quicker, I suppose, so that's good.